The Rivulet, a contribution to sacred song by Thomas Toke Lynch, 4th edition. He shall drink of the brook in the way, therefore shall he lift up the head. Preface to the 3rd edition. Many of these hymns are for congregational use chiefly, none for such use only, and some are chiefly for the personal or home use of those that love the church. They are adapted for song as well as for perusal, hymns for both heart and voice. The book is, then, one of short Christian poems to peruse, as I hope, for stimulus and solace, or to sing in family and social communion. It is a rivulet. Its verse purports to flow forth as one genuine expression of religious life, many such being both possible and desirable. It seeks in its individual course to afford such benefits as it may, and to augment a little that stream of sacred song which, that it may ever fertilize the Christian country and ever refresh its people, must be itself still fed with new supplies. The river of song makes glad the city of God, and many who are weary and athirst as they pass through field or through desert, travelling towards the city, if they but drink of a brook by the way, can go on that way rejoicing. Designed to express spiritual sentiment in a natural way, these hymns are neither technical nor sectarian, but simply Christian. The former editions contained but 100 hymns. This contains 167. Of the additional hymns, 53 are new, 14 have been printed before, but several of these appear here with metrical and other changes. A rivulet singing as it flows along lulls us to rest, or thus invites a song. New waters from the ancient fount I bring, that they who drink of me with me may sing. Thomas Toke Lynch, June 1868. O that, partaker of that sweet content, which all who in thy love believe have known, I may the primal blessing thou hast sent, the dove-like peace enjoy, which from thy throne forth issuing visits every trusting heart, to give to it the sign of that communion in which the great and small alike have part, knowing each other in the same high union of heart to thee, the first, the universal, the great, the hidden one, yet the revealed. Then here my song shall be a true rehearsal of melodies which heavenly voices yield, that celebrate the good of everything, which round about with various appealing offers thy love, thou all-providing King, its ever-growing gift each day revealing. O come, let us sing unto the Lord hymns for heart and voice. Life, Part 1. Spirit, whose various energies, by dew and flame denoted are, by rain from the world-covering skies, by rushing and by whispering air, be thou to us, O gentlest one, the brimful river of sweet peace, sunshine of the celestial sun, restoring air of sacred ease, life of our life, since life of him by whom we live eternally. Our heart is faint, our eye is dim, till thou our spirit purify. The purest airs are strongest too, strong to enliven and to heal. O Spirit, purer than the dew, thine holiness in strength reveal. Felt art thou, and the heavy heart grows cheerful, and makes bright the eyes. Up from the dust the enfeebled start, armed and re-nerved for victories. Felt art thou, and, relieving tears, fall, nourishing our young resolves. Felt art thou, and our icy fears, the sunny smile of love dissolves. O Spirit, when thy mighty wind the entombing rocks of sin hath rent, lead shuddering forth the awakened mind, in still voice whispering thine intent. As to the sacred light of day, the stranger soul shall trembling come, say, these thy friends, and this thy way, and yonder thy celestial home. Service, Part 2. Dismiss me not thy service, Lord, but train me for thy will, for even I, in fields so broad, some duties may fulfill, and I will ask for no reward, except to serve thee still. How many serve, how many more may to the service come, to tend the vines, the grapes to store, thou dost appoint for some. Thou hast thy young men at the war, thy little ones at home. All works are good, and each is best, as most it pleases thee. Each worker pleases when the rest he serves in charity, and neither man nor work unblessed wilt thou permit to be. O ye who serve, remember one, the worker's way who trod. He served as man, but now his throne, it is the throne of God. The sceptre he hath to us shown is like a blossoming rod. Firm fibres of the tree of life hath each command of his, and each with clustering blossoms rife at every season is, bare only, like a sword of strife, against love's enemies. Our Master all the work hath done, he asks of us today, sharing his service, every one share too his sonship may. Lord, I would serve and be a son, dismiss me not, I pray. Part 3. Security. I have looked above me, saying as I stood, shall I ever love thee, even as I would? Hands together clasping, prayer to thee I urge, like a swimmer gasping in the ocean surge. I for love endeavour, as for breath of life, must I seek it ever with a painful strife. I, on waves of thinking, foothold cannot keep, downward am I sinking, over me they sweep. Lord, thou art above me, silent and serene. Surely I could love thee if I once had seen Christ as Saviour ready, fearful hearts to save, giving footsteps steady, even on the wave. Is he coming near me? Will he by me stand? Will he speak and cheer me? Take me by the hand. May the humble-minded see him on his way, though the proud are blinded by the fretful spray. Oh, if I but know thee in thy human form, oh, if thou but show me Jesus in the storm, perils never counting, in love's air I'll breathe, hugest doubts surmounting, though they cry and seethe. Part 4. Succour. The sufferer had been heard to say, I am the unhappiest in the land, but, comforted, went on his way, when Jesus took him by the hand. The poor man had been oft passed by many people rich and grand, but found at last prosperity, when Jesus took him by the hand. The sinner in unpitied blame was perishing, an outcast band, but rose and left behind his shame, when Jesus took him by the hand. And many of whom all men said, they've fallen never more to stand, have risen, though they seemed as dead, when Jesus took them by the hand. O ye, who in the journey's length must often tread the weary sand, your fainting limbs will gather strength, if Jesus takes you by the hand. Come unto me, the Saviour cries, nor speaks in accents falsely bland. Hard is the way, he says, but rise, and then he takes us by the hand. Part 5. Invitation. Flowers will not cease to speak and tell the praise of God, even to the careless man who has upon them trod. Rising suns and falling rain will not refuse their gift to yield, though of our neglect complain the garden and the field. Birds will not refuse to sing the summer woods among, though we to their God and ours no song have ever sung. Heaven will not at once grow dim because unhonoured by a look, nor the temple close on him who worship has forsook. Whether we are thine or no, thy mercies, Lord, are ours, and thy choicest works and words still breathe on us their powers. They, by victory of love, can move the hardened to relent. They have voices from above to call us upward sent. Part 6. Peace. Aloft in the quietest air, serenely the cloudlets repose. The God who has made them so fair, his love in their loveliness shows. It rests us to look on their calm, their softness, it softens our heart, our hurry, distress, and alarm, they silently tell to depart. Like raiment of angels, they shine, no fingers such robes ever spun. Their texture, so airily fine, is dyed in the hues of the sun. Such garments for souls may be had, on us the like glory appear. In gentleness may we be clad, and rectitude winningly clear. The light of religion that flows from robes that our spirits desire is warm, though as white as the snows, and mild, though as ruddy as fire. Lord, clothe us in sanctity bright. Let love, with its zest and its zeal, be mingling the red and the white, and Christ in our aspect reveal. Part 7. Relief. Say not, my soul, from whence can God relieve my care? Remember that omnipotence has servants everywhere. But if as weak and poor thou seekest charity, Christ may come knocking at thy door and ask relief of thee. He comes as truth denied, comes as a wounded heart, sees if with courage well supplied and kindliness thou art. Will he an alms receive, then never doubt and fret? Is he less able to relieve, more likely to forget? God's help is always sure, his methods seldom guessed. Delay will make our pleasure pure, surprise will give it zest. His wisdom is sublime, his heart profoundly kind. God never is before his time, and never is behind. Hast thou assumed a load which few will share with thee, and art thou carrying it for God, and shall he fail to see? Be comforted at heart, thou art not left alone, now thou the Lord's companion art, soon thou wilt share his throne. Part 8. Heartbreak. Oh, break my heart, but break it as a field is by the plough upbroken for the corn. O break it as the buds by green leaf sealed are to unloose the golden blossom torn. Love would I offer unto love's great master, set free the odour, break the alabaster. O break my heart, break it, victorious God, that life's eternal well may flash abroad. O let it break as when the captive trees, breaking cold bonds, regain their liberties, and as thought's sacred grove to life is springing, be joys like birds, their hope, thy victory, singing. Part 9. Zeal. My hastening life admonishes my orphan faltering soul to try, and yet perform some goodly work, ere with the year's desires fly. What, in a world where cries for help must ever sound till sin shall cease, can be a goodlier work than this, griefs to assuage and joys increase, to fill with light some sunken eyes, where reason struggles with despair, to bring sin's pallid prisoners forth into the free and wholesome air, to cheer the oppressed with righteous words, and aid them with a labouring arm, the slaves of tyrant ignorance, to rescue and then shield from harm, to offer cups of water pure from rocky truth's cool, plenteous well, to souls confused with feverish woes, unspoken and unspeakable, to set ablaze some signal fire of zealous thought